मनमुख मैले मैल परे हौमे तृष्णा विकार। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Someone has asked today that I really want to be a part of Seva, but Kaam, lust, pulls me down. How can I deal with it? Before discussing that, let's take a closer look at the life of a youngster today. आओ आजकल दे नौजवानां दी जिंदगी नूं जरा जिहा नेड़ियों होके देखिए. You know what their life is all about? Each morning these youngsters wake up with MTV tuned in. They wake up to the sounds of "Main tera boyfriend, tu meri girlfriend." This is the music they're listening to, aren't they? School जांदे ने, college जांदे ने, ते उत्थे friends with discussions हो रही ने. Decide कीता जा रहा है who's a stronger guy, who's the macho, who's the super guy in the class. And how do they decide that? They ask, how many girlfriends do you have? That becomes a benchmark. You know, the number of girlfriends we have, the number of relationships we have in life are actually becoming a symbol of our strength, our power, our might. They come back home and they see a fight between both the parents. And during that fight, in the state of anger, the father is throwing these words at his mother. You know, these words, which are, we call them as relative remembering words. जी हाँ, कुछ गालां, कुछ abusive language जिहड़ी घर विच आम तौर ते चल रही है, and we all accept. पर कदी गहराई नाल देखिए, हर abusive word actually एक औरत, एक woman दी dignity नूं attack करदा है. Every abuse attacks the dignity of a woman, and that too in a sexual way. In the evening, this family pulls the child, pulls this youngster to go to a party, a wedding, where these half-naked women will be dancing with men on obscene, obscure numbers. And this child is developing this understanding that the whole world is full of sexuality. The whole image, the whole worldview of this child is being piled up, is being created, is being built with sexual images and sexuality. तो किधरे ना किधरे उस बच्चे नूं समझ आ रहा है that मेरी life दा इक्को ही purpose है, to have a partner, to attract the opposite sex, to have more and more relationships in life. And slowly, slowly, उस साफ पानी विच दुनिया दे रंग भर रहे ने. ओ रंग जिहड़े real नहीं ने, ओ रंग जिहड़े कच्चे ने. These are temporary colors of the world. But this young mind is getting impacted, is getting influenced. उन्हां दी reality बन गई है कि मेरी life is all about having these relationships around sexuality. But that's not the truth. You know, youngsters have so many different aspects to their life. किन्नियां सारियां dimensions ने जिंदगी दियां. You know, they have hobbies, they have personality to develop, they have to build on their knowledge and get focused towards their careers. Also have lots of friendly relationships with people around and learn from them. Kitna kuch hai. You know, also thinking of my purpose in life. Why am I here? What am I here for? There's so many different dimensions. But how this one color of the world is impacting their whole reality. And that's when Kaam and lust has entered my life. You know, Kaam is nothing but constant focus of my mind towards sexuality, towards sexual images. My mind is constantly got sexual thoughts. मेरा मन जिहड़ा है ना हुण constantly obsessed होण लग पिया उन्हां sexual images, उन्हां sexual thoughts दे around. And that is what lust is about. So if we really need to safeguard ourselves from this obsession of sexual thoughts and images, there are two options we have. One is to protect ourselves, is to develop our immunity from getting impacted by the world around us. How could you do that? Choose what you put into yourself carefully. Let's become mindful of what is our routine like. What are we waking up to? What are the songs we are listening to? What kind of films, what kind of videos we are watching? Become mindful of the company that you have, because sangat da bada impact hai ek insaan di zindagi te. We've many times heard, jaisi sangat, waisi rangat. So let's become more mindful about the kind of company, the kind of friends we are maintaining. Let us be careful with the language we use. You know, it is not so cool to use these kind of words. It doesn't make you stronger. Actually, when we use this kind of language, when we are hurling abuses at others, that's a moment when we disconnect with others. We forget the ultimate truth. Ek pita, ekaz ke hum barak. We start disconnecting with people around us. So let us try and build our immunity that these colors of the world cannot touch us, cannot impact us. But I can understand that whilst we are trying to protect ourselves and immune ourselves, there can be times when these thoughts attack us. You know, we are sexual beings and the biology can override us as well. So let us look at some few quick tips of how to manage that situation. First, let's recognize that certain times we have these lustful thoughts. Kuch thoughts are in man vich, but you know what? Thoughts are not equal to actions. वो thought है, उन्हों action विच ना बदलिए. आओ उस moment पे अपना choice exercise करिए. Let us exercise our choice, because between the thought and action is the power to choose. And I can choose that even if there is a thought, I'm not going to convert it into an action. I'm not going to act upon it. And slowly you will recognize that as you stop acting on that thought starts fading away as well. The second way to deal with such a situation, sometimes, you know, it's hard to stop these thoughts. It is difficult to remove these thoughts from your mind. But what's easier is to replace them, to change them. So you can replace these lustful thoughts, you can replace these actions with more positive, more meaningful choices. You know, all these sexual thoughts, these lustful thoughts actually have a lot of energy, they have a lot of power. So let us use this energy in creative ways. Go burn it out, go sweat it out in the gym, go exercise your hobby. I'm sure सारे सारे अंदर कोई ना कोई interest, कोई passions होंगे. किसी को football खेलना पसंद होएगा, किसी को dance, किसी को music. So let us go and exercise our hobbies at that time when you are being controlled by these thoughts. Another way to deal with such a situation is go find some sangat. You know, there's sangat which is imbued in his love, in the color of purity, in his divine love. Let us go join them and sing some kirtan, read some bani, do some vichar with them, so that all the negativity is pushed away with so much positivity. And while you were thinking that I can't do seva because of these lustful thoughts, I would say, let us go and do some seva. Let us go and serve the world. Let us go and make a difference to the world. Because seva is such a beautiful way to cleanse, to rinse. अपने अंदर दी मैल नू हटान वास्ते सेवा is the most beautiful path. So let us use seva to be able to overcome these thoughts. So let us go and do some seva, especially in those sensitive times, in times when you feel more vulnerable. Let us go serve the world. And for all of you watching there, all the Sangat, please subscribe to the channel so that you can continue watching the videos and let us grow and learn together. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.